Okay, so today's pranayama that I picked is even more simple than last week in that there's no mudra. It's super easy to remember, and it's called Samavriti. Another name for it is a box breath. Okay, and in Sanskrit, sama means equal. Sama means equal, and vritti means sort of the fluctuations of the mind. Now, how does that correlate with the breath? Well, you might find that, even on your own or through our exploration of working with the breath, is the quality of the breath often reflects the quality of the mind and vice versa. So if we work on one, it's going to affect the other. So even though vritti means fluctuations of the mind, if we can work on the fluctuations of the breath, right, it'll help within the fluctuations of the mind. So this pranayama is great to do like right before like you want to go to sleep, Katie. Like this would be a great one because it's very grounding. It's very sort of peaceful, and it's just sort of stabilizing. And so some of the other benefits, I write them down because I can't remember all of them. It helps to lower stress and anxiety. It improves mental clarity. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our relaxation response, right? Which is why it's great, to do before bed. Or really, because it is sort of a stabilizing pranayam, like if you were about to go into a meeting, right? Or you're about to teach something, or, or you're about to go play a gig, Ryan, right? Like sort of centering and rebalancing yourself. It supports digesting emotions. So what that means is like, you have your whole day, right? And it's like at the end of the day, you can go through the process of digesting your whole day and all the experiences you had. Well, this breath helps for that process to take place. Most of us don't do that, right? We get a little backlog, but but you could do that, consciously. It slows down the heart as well, and it increases oxygen to the brain. The other thing this pranayam does, because it has a breath retention in it, and they've done lots of scientific studies on what breath retention does to the body. It can increase neuroplasticity of the brain, can help stem cell production, enhance nitric oxide production, which I don't remember what that does specifically. But the other thing that happens when we're holding our breath is what can happen is our body's like, okay, I need to take a breath in, like I need oxygen, right? And if you don't automatically just go ahead and take the breath in or release the breath out, right? And sort of let that tension build, what happens is the oxygen from your blood shoots into your tissues. So it oxygenates your tissues and brings energy into your tissues and therefore makes them healthier. At the same time, when we sort of gradually increase how much like sort of oxygen we're going without, it increases our lung capacity, right? So we're pushing ourselves in more of this gentle way to sort of be able to function on less, which actually makes our bodies stronger. So if you were like an athlete, or even if you weren't an athlete, but if you're going to go to some place that has a higher elevation and wanted to sort of prevent the sickness that can come from being in a place that has lower amounts of oxygen, this breath would be great because you're basically training your body to function with a little bit of less oxygen every time you do it, right? And that's what the breath retention part does. So there's a breath retention in, and then there's a breath retention out when we push all the oxygen out and we hold our breath with no oxygen in the blood. So the practice, and we're going to start with just a 4 count, it's even, right? So it's the same, that sama. 4 count breath in, 4 counts of holding the breath in, 4 counts of exhaling out, and 4 counts of holding the breath out. When we do this breath, we want to make sure we're using all of those counts, that all of a sudden we don't shift into a different number, or do a shorter number or a longer number, because it's going to change the effects of the breath, and then it would shift it into a different effect. So for this breath, we really sort of want to maintain that evenness of the breath. Now, with that being said, if 4 counts feels too difficult, lower it, right? You could do a 2 count breath or a 3 count breath. If it feels too short, right? Like you're not able to fill your lungs up enough, right? Then extend it to 5, 6 counts, just as long as you can keep it even. The other thing that just some contraindications about this. If you're pregnant, have high blood pressure, lung, heart, eye, or ear problems, you shouldn't do the retention part. So if that's the case, then you just do equal breath in, equal breath out, without any of the holding the breath in or out. Let me think if there's anything else I want to say before we start. Yeah, no, any questions about this breath before we do it? Okay, so let's find a comfortable seat. You can turn your cameras off if you like. I'm going to take a sip of water. The other note, no longer than 10 minutes. So that's sort of the max for this pranayam. So finding a comfortable seat, closing your eyes. Allow your shoulders to drape down your back. Softening the muscles of your face. And first, just noticing your breath moving in and out of your nose. Not changing your breath at all. Just noticing the quality of the air as it passes in and passes out. Maybe noticing its temperature. And gently begin to expand your inhales and exhales. Simply breathing more deeply, more fully. And noticing where you feel your breath move in your body. And if you don't yet feel your breath in your belly, gently direct it to that space. And feeling the belly expand outward with the breath in, soften inward with the breath out. And as you breathe into your belly, just allow the breath to be like an anchor, anchoring your mind, anchoring your emotions, anchoring your energy into your physical vessel. And keeping your belly breath, just noticing your skin, noticing the bottoms of your feet, and if they're touching anything. Noticing the palms of your hands. And noticing your hips on your seat. And we'll take one clearing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we'll begin. So breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhaling out. 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath out. 2, 3, 4. Inhaling. 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath in. 2, 3, 4. Exhaling out. 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath out. 2, 3, 4. Inhaling. 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath in. 2, 3, 4. Exhaling out. 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath out. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath in. 2, 3, 4. Exhaling out. 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath out. 2, 3, 4. Inhaling. 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath in. 2, 3, 4. Exhaling out. 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath out. 2, 3, 4. And continue on with this pattern. And if you want to change the number on what you're working with, you can do so. Making sure to use all the counts to breathe in and to breathe out. Making sure to breathe fully in and fully out. Utilizing full lung capacity. We'll go through one more round. And once you've finished that last round, allow your breath to find its natural pace. It's observing and listening to what's there. Once again, bringing your awareness to your skin. Bringing your awareness to the palms of your hands. Your awareness to the bottoms of your feet. And bringing your awareness to your hips on your seat. And then asking the following question inside of your mind. What is keeping me from peace and balance? What is keeping me from peace and balance? Repeating that question inside of your mind until the answer reveals itself. And the more you allow yourself to soften, receive, surrender, the easier that information will appear. Then asking inside of your mind, repeating these words, what steps can I take to restore peace and balance now. What steps can I take to restore peace and balance now? And perhaps repeating that message inside of your mind until the answer forms. Now, sensing or imagining in any way that you can sense a time in your life when you felt at peace and in balance. Just bring that experience back into your system. Maybe through a feeling or through images. Just bringing it back in as if you are reliving it. Allowing yourself to sense the energy of peace and balance. And allow that energy from that experience to grow as if it's becoming louder. And allow that energy to move through your body as if it's going into every cell, every crevice of your being. The energy of peace and balance. Just keep surrendering, staying receptive. Filling your system up with that energy. And once that process feels complete, once every part of you is full, just experience all parts of you all at once, radiating that energy. And once again, bring your awareness to your skin. Bringing your awareness to the soles of your feet. Bringing your awareness to the palms of your hands. And bringing your awareness to your hips on your seat. And taking a full breath in, full breath out. And opening and closing your eyes a few times. It's integrating your inner and outer worlds.